Hi all. Today I would like to discuss with all of you on the human behavioral model or the personality type. How a human really behaves with their natural instinct and with respect to the environment, with respect to the people, and with respect to the position. So today we'll look at the different ways how the behavior of the humans are, and then we look at the other related basic instincts of the human being, and this will surely help us to understand each and every terminology with respect to the behavior of humans, and which will ultimately help us to fine tune our own behavior and fill the gaps where it's required. Yeah, let's look at the uh, different types of human behaviors. Right, the first model is the introvert behavior. So here the people generally used to talk less, and they'll be more of self-focused and more of quiet nature, where they'll be more towards focused towards the actions, not towards talking to or engaging with the people. Right, you can see a lot of people will these are the very big chunk of people who comes to office or they do some work in an isolation with a minimum engagement with the other people. And the another one is the extrovert people who tend to talk to other people more, who try to engage with others, who likes to have some fun, talking with others on whatever the stuffs they know. And this is another set of people who are extroverts. Generally, if you look at these introverts, are the people who works in R&Ds, research and development centers, where they are very much focused on the given kind of a work. And the extroverts are the people who work on connecting with the people, like the marketing, sales, HR. These people are most towards extrovert, where they connect with people and make their successful career or living with the other peoples also. So these are the two important things, and into this you can see a balanced behavior. This is something which everybody has to try to get to that. It's a balance of introvert as well as an extrovert, where people will have a kind of a 50-50 kind of a balanced lifestyle, and it's a case to case basis. When there is a need for introvert, they'll do as an introvert activity, and when there's a need for extrovert behavior, then they'll do accordingly. So it is purely a people who think and act, right? So that is what the balanced behavior. And the next behavior is the actovert behavior. You won't find this terminology anywhere, because I have introduced this into this behavioral model, because this is the more reality. This introvert extrovert balanced is somewhat more towards the theoretical or very bookish, right? But the reality is actovert behavior. I'll explain you. This actovert is nothing but they act based on the situation, right? They don't allow any of their feelings to overrule them. They just make sure that they act based on the situations, based on the circumstances, or based on the people. Everything they will look at it and analyze it, and they decide whether they want to be an introvert or an extrovert for that particular kind of a task. So it is a case to case basis. They don't demonstrate balanced behavior. Balance is something they have a 50-50 kind of a stuff, but here it is an action. They are away from the natural instinct and try to be a forced introvert when they do some kind of a work, and they will try to be a forced extrovert also when they are doing some kind of a work. And this is the behavior which you see mostly in a successful person in their career. They demonstrate this kind of a behavioral model. This is the model which is not covered in any of the texts books, and this model is predominantly used everywhere in our day-to-day life. They act based on the people, based on the situation, and based on the task. Excuse me. And the next one is the ultravert behavior. This is something new, and the behavior, ultravert behavior, is something beyond normal behavior and something beyond action, and these people will get connected with the higher senses. Sorry. So these people, the ultravert people, always think about like the god. They think about something cosmic. They think about something like the natures. They think about other living beings. They think about the soul. They think about many other stuffs where they try to connect with something which is there, spread by nature. And this is a different behavior altogether. And these people will, will mostly look like an introvert, but they are not introverts. They doesn't they doesn't work for this for money making activity or any kind of benefits. They work something for their happiness, which they get connected with many other stuffs which are away from the regular human beings. So these people are known as ultravert behavior. And another one is the autoward behavior. So this is something new which you won't find in any textbooks. So all this white colored texts are something which I have introduced based on my experiences, and whatever you are seeing, the yellow color, is the text which you can find it in books or anywhere in the presentations or anywhere in conferences. So the another one is on the, let me explain you on autoword. Here, this autoword is suitable only for the being which is less than 10 years of age and greater than 60 years of age. Alright, these people will, they don't have a better control on their mind, and whatever the mind thinks, whatever the thought process which is running in the mind, will come out as a word without their knowledge, right? So these people doesn't have any control on mind, so that is what is known as autoword. It's a word or it's a behavior which is demonstrated not by the will but by the mind thought process. So these are all the major 5 behaviors, and it has other sub classified behaviors under that. Let's go to the next one on the natural instincts. So these behaviors are being driven by the natural instincts, right? Whenever we look at something, we decide, and when we look at something, we collect some information unknowingly and knowingly also, and we make some decisions within ourselves, and we, based on to having those informations, we organize that, we deal with that information in a very different way, right? So here are some of the natural instincts a human being demonstrates. The first thing is the sensing and intuition. Generally we call these as 2 different instincts which are just opposite to each other, right? So for example, how do you collect an information? It's by what is sensing. Sensing is a form of collecting information by seeing, by measuring, by touch, feel. All those things will come there, for sensing. And intuition is something, as we all know, it is just a thought which is coming from inside. So this is 2 natural instincts which are just opposite to each other. And another one is the thinking and feeling. So you will think something, and then you make a decision, and somebody will take a decision based on their feel, how based on their mind feeling. So this is another 2 natural instincts which work on other opposite directions. And another one is on how do you deal with anything. If you look at, you want to be an organized person, or you want to be a person who receives command and work, that is what is adapting to whatever you have. So these are the natural instincts we have. And if you look at what are the instincts generally a man or a woman will have, those are the things shown here. One is men generally go with sensing, and men doesn't go with intuition, right? Intuition is purely based on your past experiences, and then you come to some conclusion with the feel. So men generally don't go with feel, it goes with sensing. Men go with thinking, men doesn't go with feeling, but he goes with other two. One is organize and then adapting. So these organizing, adapting, or something where the organize is something you do, you drive from the front like a leader, and you do everything in the correct fashion or in a systematic way. And adapting is something which is already there, you just follow it, right? So men does that. But if you look at the women, they have a better capability than a man. So if you look at this, most importantly, women are driven by intuitions, and they are driven by thinking and feeling, right? Here the feeling dominates thinking, but they have thinking and feeling both driven together. And then they are very much organized and very much adapting also. So these are the general thought process I just thought I'll share with you on the behaviors of a human being. Thanks for watching this. Subscribe it. We'll come back with a better title next time. Thank you. Bye bye.